let's talk about one of the most underrated metrics on social media. In my experience, after managing accounts with 10,000 followers, 500,000 followers, and even 2 million followers, it all comes down to shares. So after going into the data, researching a lot of channels, regardless of the platform, this is one of the things that I've noticed is a common denominator between posts that outperform the channel's benchmarks versus the ones that don't. Or in other words, when you have posts go more viral compared to posts that you published in the past. All right, let's take a look at a real life example of a video I published on TikTok so I could break this down a little bit more. So if you look at the screenshot I have here, you notice this video has over 112,000 views, which is way above the benchmarks on my TikTok. Most have gotten less, but in this case, this is among the top 3 best performing videos. And if you look at the shares there toward the right, 216 shares. Now the beauty with shares is basically the person that's scrolling on TikTok is essentially doing what the algorithms are doing. They're getting ready to share this with someone that they know would like the content, and then that cycle continues, giving the algorithms the data that they need to continue finding people that are similar that may be interested in it. So that's the secret sauce. I absolutely love shares, and this is why I think it's underrated. There's a couple of other key metrics that are super important. So it's not like shares are basically the only thing that's driving these signals to make this video get more views, but it definitely plays a part. So if you look at the average view time, it's 6.3 seconds, but then if you look a little bit toward the top, you can see this video is actually 5 seconds. So that means people are watching the video more than once on average. And then if you look at the watched full video, this is actually a pretty high percentage. Sometimes it's less, and that's usually when the videos just don't perform as well. This here is signaling that basically out of the 112,000 views, almost 50% of the people are watching the video all the way through, which is really important when it comes to giving the signals that these algorithms need. Another thing I recommend doing is as you're doing this research, make notes of the things that you really liked about those top performing pieces of content, whether it was the timing of the topic, something you did visually very interesting in the first 3 seconds, or maybe the copy that was used for the caption, and just make notes of those things that you think move the needle. And then use that basically as fuel in your creative process, so that way you can try to make more engaging content that you know people are gonna like. All right, so one thing to keep in mind is that not all posts are created equally. There are times in certain campaigns where you're so focused on reaching just a handful of people, for example, that you're not worried about any of these other metrics. So it does vary depending on what the true goals are. But this is something that will help you either way, analyzing what performs best, because maybe you can take some of those pieces and then use that when you're trying to make more focused content. Hope this helps. Have a good day.